Like, if you're a basketball fan, you grow up a fan, like, you love the Celtics. Well, maybe I guess you could hate them, but I think for myself, like, the Celtics is one of the premier organizations of the NBA. Like, you always grow up knowing what the Celtics are about, and obviously having won a championship 2 years ago now, it's kind of cool to just be in this building and kind of, you know, surround yourself with the greatness that is played in this arena over the course of however many years. So I think it's a great opportunity for people in this city or fans around the area to come and support a W team here.
Imagine Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, who are playing the same Connecticut Sun squad that gave her the infamous eye poke and body.
And I know their game last year had great attendance and great energy, so I'm expecting the same tonight. But for myself, like, you don't take these opportunities for granted. Like, it's always fun to go to a new arena and a new place and enjoy it. And
JCS Sheldon's eye poke and Marina Maybe's body check on Clark grabbed news for all the wrong reasons during their most recent meeting. It wasn't simply another game on June 17th. It was a nasty basket.
The announcers here are saying, of course, Marina Mabrey is going to get ejected because that was unwarranted. She literally came out of nowhere and chucked Caitlin Clark. There should be a flagrant one, of course, on JC Sheldon because she swiped her and hit her in the eyeball. Whether it is intentional or not, you can still have a flagrant a flagrant foul called on you, whether you are trying to intentionally hurt somebody or not. But this is what they called, you guys. This is what they called. Caitlin Clark, Marina Mabrey, Tina Charles were assessed with technical fouls on Tuesday. Caitlin, Marina, and Tina Charles. Technical fouls. That's it. Technical fouls. That's it. And JC Sheldon was assessed with a flagrant 1 foul, and no players were ejected.
As the action moves to TD Garden, you can sense the intensity rising. This clash is no longer just another typical one for the season. This is a private matter. Knowing exactly what transpired the previous time they met the Sun, Clark enters that iconic arena. She can recall every dirty play, every cheat.
Career for Allie. Clark trying to turn the corner. Oh, goes behind her back to find Howard.
Really good interior passing and patience by.
The arena changes into a fantastic setting. Even though it's an away game, the 19,156 spectators create a thrilling environment that gives Indiana home court advantage at TD Garden. The energy is so crazy. Fever cries can be heard reverberating through this iconic venue's rafters. Instead of simply showing up, these itinerant fans took over. In her capacity as Clark's enforcer,
Leah Boston Day yesterday.
It's okay. You can tell me when I'm falling.
That's fine. Here comes Clark. Working against Sheldon. Slices in.
Her, but deceptively, she is so quick and fast getting to the rim. Right here, gets up the floor with some force here. JC Sheldon doesn't even have the chance to react.
During warm-ups, you can see it in her eyes. It's evident in the way her teammates support her. The Fever team that was pushed around in June is not this one. This team had a single goal when they arrived in Boston. Show the Connecticut Sun what happens when their star is tampered with. When Indiana returned possession of the ball to Clark and allowed her to direct the attack, something clicked. You could see it right away.
A back cut by Lacan.
On the rookie out of France. And it didn't take long for Indiana to strike back.
That is after a made.
The goal of the Connecticut Sun's defense was to throw off Clark's flow and make her make tough shots. Every time she touched the ball, they sent several defenders at her. Her fouloir was under pressure. They forced her to work for each item they owned. They had a straightforward plan. Make Clark uncomfortable so that they have to be beaten by other players. Clark accepts the challenge. She ups the ante and engages her teammates in ways that...
Another opportunity on the O glass.
Cunningham already has 1-3, make it 2.
When all else fails, Kelsey Mitchell coming down, finds her teammate Sophie Cunningham. No passes, no problem.
With 20 points, Kelsey Mitchell lights up the court. Because Clark's playmaking creates possibilities for everyone, she's finding open looks. The Sun is no longer able to assist Mitchell. They are unable to be dishonest with Clark when Mitchell is making shots from all directions. Her goal serves as the ideal tribute to Clark's demise. With 18 points and 13 rebounds, Natasha Howard is a dominant player.
Boston somehow found Howard. That was a blaze of a pass.
Aaliyah Boston had her eye on Natasha Howard before she got the ball. You knew it.
Even Aaliyah Boston struggles with her shot, but she still contributes with rebounds and assists. The depth of the team is evident. Everybody is aware of their role. When called upon, everyone is prepared to step up. Boston is influencing victory in other ways even when she isn't scoring goals. As a result, the Fever win a hard-fought game 85-6.
And Sheldon is going to keep the pressure on Clark. You see Tina Charles with the responsibility of guarding Aaliyah Boston. High hedge on the ball screen on Clark.
Inside perfectly.
One thing you know about Tina Charles, she has every shot in her arsenal.
Now Sheldon, the height disadvantage against Howard.
Yeah, good recognition.
Clark was quietly pursuing 3 separate WNBA records while everyone else was preoccupied with the team's performance. Silently, the numbers were increasing in the backdrop. Every game with 5 or more assists, every three-pointer, and every assist. No one in the arena understood that they were witnessing the making.
Yeah, you were announced today to obviously be in the three-point contest. Just what went into that decision? What does it mean to do it for the first time in front of the fans in Indiana?
Yeah, I mean, not much went into it other than yes, I guess. Obviously, it's exciting. I've never participated in a three-point competition before, never practiced before, so just go out there and have fun. I think the lineup of people competing is tremendous. So more than anything, it's just going to be really great for our league and for women's basketball as a whole, just to, have a lot of fun and experience that. So, yeah, I'm just excited. I think Friday, the skills competition, and that will be a really exciting time, and it will lead right into Saturday of a really great game as well.
There was no fanfare when the first record dropped. With 450 career assists, Clark became the WNBA's fastest ever player. It only took her 53 games to do it. It's completely crazy when you consider it. To put this accomplishment in perspective, Tisha Pinheiro held the previous record. In 62 games in the late 1990s, she accomplished the same feat Clark broke that mark by 9
Offensive rebound by Nelson Adota, and this time she was stuffed by Howard. Hall spots up and nails it.
That's not all, though. Additionally, Clark became the WNBA's fastest player to achieve 153 pointers in a career. Her ability to score from wherever on the court is demonstrated by this record. She is more than a mere bystander. Not only is she a scorer, she can harm you in a number of ways, since she is a consummate player. Her rapid accumulation of three-pointers indicates that she adjusted to the professional game more quickly than anyone had anticipated. Perhaps the most remarkable record is the third one. Clark now has 40 games in a row with 5 or more assists. In the history of the WNBA, that is the longest streak. 40 continuous playmaking games. She improved her teammates for 40 games. She has demonstrated in 40 games that she can generate offense even when her own shots aren't falling.
Brutal. That's all you can say, and the look on Caitlin Clark's face said it all after she clearly tweaked her groin in the Fever win over the Connecticut Sun in what has been an injury-riddled season for Clark. And whether it was pain or frustration or a combination of both, you could see it weighing on her.
The last 5 minutes include the most amazing content. By herself, Clark scored more points than the whole Connecticut Sun squad. Take a moment to consider that. A single player versus a whole squad. When it was most important, she took charge. When the game came down to it, she found her rhythm. She demonstrated to everyone her unique playing style. Clark's effect extends much beyond his ability to score points, as evidenced by his 3 records in a single night. She is a well-rounded player who influences victory in several ways. She improves her teammates. She generates opportunities that were previously non-existent simply by appearing on the court. She alters the course of play. However, a single move might alter the entire tone of the victory just when everything appeared.
Right here, she explodes, makes the backdoor pass, and immediately grabs the inside of that right leg. Yeah.
One terrible play in the last minute of what ought to have been a wonderful evening turned everything upside down. For a basket, Clark passed to Kelsey Mitchell. Then, gripping her right leg, she moaned in agony. You could tell right away that something wasn't right. She didn't look like herself at all when she walked to the bench.
Timeout.
Looks like she's in pain after that pass.
Please walk from the floor. Please, and members of the committee.
She had been dealing most recently with the.
It looks like Clark hurt her right groin again. The same spot that had recently been giving her trouble. This was more than a small adjustment. She had previously been sidelined by this same injury. The same spot that has been problematic for her all season. Her reaction made it clear that this was a severe situation. As the reality of the injury dawns, the cameras record her obvious anguish and tears on the bench. Clark was trying not to cry. She appeared heartbroken. This player hardly ever displays this level of emotion while playing games.
It was a stark contrast.
She is fighting back tears on the bench one moment and creating history the next.
Test. But right now on the bench after looking like she is in some pain.
This is where it becomes problematic. Injuries to the groin are complex. They take a while to heal. Brain injury is a possibility for them. Regenerative medicine specialist Dr. Jesse Moore emphasized the difficulties associated with groin injuries. He observed how they can keep returning and how slowly they heal. Even long stretches of relaxation might not always be sufficient for full recuperation. If left untreated, these injuries can persist for a long time in sports requiring a lot of leg movement. With All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis just a few days away, the timing couldn't be more dire. Clark was supposed to lead the team. She was supposed to take part in the three-point competition. The league and its supporters would suffer a great loss if she were to miss these events. When she performed in her native state, everyone was thrilled.
No update. No, just felt a little something in her groin, so we'll get it evaluated and see what happens from there.
Yeah, just kind of to follow up on that, looked like she was kind of grabbing at her right groin area. Is that the concern?
Yeah, if that's the one she was grabbing at, I don't know which one it was, but yeah, I mean, that's it.
This is where it becomes problematic. Injuries to the groin are complex. They take a while to heal. Brain injury is a possibility for them. Regenerative medicine specialist Dr. Jesse Moore emphasized the difficulties associated with groin injuries. He observed how they can keep returning and how slowly they heal. Even long stretches of relaxation might not always be sufficient for full recuperation. If left untreated, these injuries can persist for a long time in sports requiring a lot of leg movement. With All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis just a few days away, the timing